We're talking with Jason Isaac. We're talking about life powered. We're talking about America's energy future. And the Biden energy policies seem to be headed towards this decarbonization that no American really wants. At least they don't want the impact of it. Tell us, what is the Biden energy policy attempting to do?
Well, they're trying to really rewrite policies. They're distorting the market, the so-called Inflation Reduction Act, dumping billions of more dollars. Americans are already on the hook for billions of dollars subsidizing unreliable variable energy that only produces about 4% of our energy needs here in this country, while fossil fuels was 80% just a decade or two ago, and these billions of dollars of subsidies to get us away from fossil fuels has reduced it down to about 79%. So we are wasting a ton of our money out of one pocket, paying more taxes and having more debt for the United States, while we're also paying higher utility rates out of the other pocket. So they're trying to distort the market to propel their favorite industries, wind, solar, and these battery backup systems. Unfortunately, we found out in Texas the hard way that they don't work when you need them most. We had Winter Storm Uri in 2021. Some reports say up to 700 people died as a result of that. We just didn't have enough electricity on the grid, and it's because the federal government has distorted the market so heavily in favor of these weather-dependent technologies that are actually crushing Americans with less reliable electricity and higher rates.
Now, didn't we see this movie before with Soleandra? I mean, it seems like we're repeating the exact same mistakes we had during the Obama administration with corruption, favoring our competitors or maybe our adversaries like China, right?
Yeah. You look where these products are manufactured and made, and you look in where the elements come from that go into the battery technology, that go into the electronic components, the cobalt mines in Africa, where Unicef reports 40,000 kids between the ages of 4 and 13 are working in these mines in unsafe conditions. There have been some great books. Cobalt Red is a good one that's come out recently talking about this very issue. But over 80% of those mines in the Congo in Africa are owned by the Chinese Communist Party. These are companies that are owned and controlled by the Chinese Communist Party that are dictating the minerals that we need or we have this thirst for because of government subsidies. It's really unfortunate because they're not produced in an environmentally sensitive way. There's nothing good about them to the land. And then when you install them here in the United States, they do take up a considerable amount of land. I've said I want to bring the left and the right together. I've got this proposal. Let's do the Green New Deal. We'll build and border security at the same time. Now imagine we do a southern wall of solar panels. That would produce 10% of the electricity our country uses. And to show the density of this, I tell people no one would ever cross this wall of solar panels, because to produce 10% of the electricity our country uses on a daily basis, at least when the sun's shining, that wall would have to be a mile wide, extend our entire southern border. That's how much land is necessary to produce this undense energy source. But we have hydrocarbons that take up, like a tenth of the land to produce an energy equivalent amount, and that are nowhere near as subsidized as much as wind and solar are. When you look at an energy equivalent, solar energy gets 80 times the amount of subsidies and tax credits that oil, natural gas, and coal do, and wind is a little over 20 times that amount. That's including these tax credits that we all take on investments and things of that nature. But when you roll those all up together with the direct subsidies, it's astronomical how much more they get for less reliable energy.